Hello student, now in this video we will cover the question number 2 from the exercise 4.2. I will cover all the questions from the question number 2. Now let us start the question number 2. Now the first question is integral 0 to 1 upon root 2 sine inverse of x upon 1 minus x square bracket raised to 3 by 2 dx. Now here substitution, we will substitute here, put sine inverse of x is equals to t. Therefore x is equals to sine t. Dx is equals to cos of t into dt. Now we'll change the limit. When x is equals to 0, then what about the sine inverse of 0? Sine inverse of 0 is 0. Therefore when x is equals to 0, t is equals to 0. When x is equals to 1 upon root 2, by mistake I had written here is a that is 1 upon root 2, I will write here 1 upon root 2, x is equals to 1 upon root 2, then t is equals to pi by 4. That is sine inverse of 1 upon root 2 is pi by 4. Therefore our integral will change. That is, see this here, lower limit is 0, upper limit is pi by 4. And the value of sine inverse of x is t and 1 minus x square. 1 minus x square means what? That is a 1 minus sine square t means what? Cos square t raised to 3 by 2. Therefore, you will get cos cube t. Therefore, integral 0 to pi by 4 t upon cos cube t into cos of t into dt. Now, one cos will get cancelled. You will get integral 0 to pi by 4 t sec square t into dt. Now, see this here. The two types of functions are present there. One is algebraic and second is trigonometry. Now, by Lie, this order is correct. Now, by integration by parts, first function into integral of the second. The first function is t, integral of the second is a sec square t, 0 to pi by 4 minus integral 0 to pi by 4 derivative of the first, that is the derivative of t, into integral of sec square t into dt, bracket complete into dt. What's the integral of sec square t? Is the tan t, t into tan t 0 to pi by 4 minus integral 0 to pi by 4. Derivative of t is 1 and the integral of sec square t is a tan t 0 to pi by 4. And what is the integral of tan t? That is, here is the minus sign, therefore its integral is the log of cos t. Lower limit is 0, upper limit is pi by 4, and that's why pi by 4 tan of pi by 4. The value of tan of pi by 4 is 1 and overall the answer is pi by 4. Lower limit is, if you substitute t is equals to 0, you will get the 0 and written with 0. And again the same case is for here, like the log of cos of pi by 4 minus log of cos of 0. But what about the cos of pi by 4? That is 1 upon root 2. Log of 1 upon root 2 minus log cos 0 is 1. And the log of 1 is 0. Now here is a log of 1 upon 2 whole bracket raised to 1 upon 2 minus 0. Now take this 1 upon 2 to the front side by using the rules of the logarithm. Therefore pi by 4 plus 1 upon 2 log of 1 upon 2. And again we can change. Here is by using again the log property, that is the log of m upon n is equals to minus log of n upon n. Therefore minus 1 upon 2 log of 2 I is equals to pi by 4 minus 1 upon 2 log of 2. Now the second problem, integral 0 to pi by 4 sec square x upon 3 tan square x plus 4 tan x plus 1. Put tan of x is equals to t. It's a derivative sec square x into dx is equals to dt. Now we are changing the variable, therefore limits will also change. As tan of x is equals to t, when x is equals to 0, that is a tan 0 is 0, therefore t is equals to 0. When x is equals to pi by 4, what is the tan of pi by 4 is 1, therefore t is equals to 1, and therefore the limit changes 0 to 1 and dt upon, what is the value of, that is the 3 tan of x means t, tan की value का है तो t है. Therefore 3t square plus 4t plus 1, and you will get the integral 0 to 1 dt upon 3t square plus 4t plus 1. Now we will solve this very simple integration. Take 1 by 3, take 3 as common, then it is a 1 by 3 0 to 1 dt upon t square plus 4t upon 3 plus 1 upon 3. What about the second term? This is the middle term divided by 2. Then you will get 2 upon 3. And square of the 2 upon 3 is a 4 upon 9. Add 4 upon 9 and subtract 4 upon 9. Therefore, now this is the perfect square. That is a t square plus 4 upon 3t plus 4 upon 9 and the t plus 2 upon 3 bracket square minus. If you simplify this and then you will get 1 upon 9. That is a 1 upon 3 bracket square. Now this is the integral of the form x square minus x square. That is 1 upon 2a log of in bracket x minus a upon x plus a. That is 1 upon 2 into 1 upon 3 into log of t plus 2 by 3 minus 1 upon 3 upon t plus 2 by 3 plus 1 upon 3. Lower limit is 0, upper limit is 1. Now this 3 get cancelled, you will get 1 upon 2 log of. If you simplify this, then you will get 3t plus 1 upon 3t plus 3. Lower limit is 0, upper limit is 1. Substitute t is equals to 1. That is 1 upon 2 log of 4 upon 6. If we substitute t is equals to 1. 3 into 1, that is a 3 plus 1, 4. And again 3 into 1, 3 plus 3, that will be the 6. That is the log of 4 upon 6. Lower limit is 0. T is equals to 0. Then you will get 1 upon 3. That is the log of 1 upon 3. Now here is a subtraction sign between them. Minus sign is between them. As there is a minus sign, that is a log of m minus log of n means what? Log of m upon n. Therefore here is a 1 upon 2 log of 2 upon 3 upon 1 upon 3. Now these 3 will get cancelled and you will get 1 upon 2 log of 2 and in this way. Therefore the answer is I is equals to 1 upon 2 log of 2. Now here is question number 3. I is equals to integral 0 to pi by 4 sine of 2x upon sine of x raised to 4 plus cos of x raised to 4. Now again this can be written as I is equals to 0 to pi by 4. Sine of 2x means what? 2 sine x into cos x. That is the sine of 2 times theta is equals to 2 sine theta into cos theta, that you have learned in the Indian standard. Now divide numerator and the denominator by cos of x raised to 4. If we divide n and divide cos of x raised to 4, then you will get, that is integral 0 to pi by 4. That is a 2. If you divide it, then 1 cos will get cancelled. That is a 2 sin x upon cos x into 1 upon cos square x. That 1 cos will get cancelled. And why we are dividing, you will understand by using the number of the time practice why it happens. Again, sin of x raised to 4 upon cos of x raised to 4 plus cos of x raised to 4 upon cos of x raised to 4. You will get 1 here. Therefore, integral 0 to pi by 4, 2 tan x into sec square x upon tan of x raised to 4 plus 1. Now here, integral 0 to pi by 4, 2 tan x into sec square x. What about here? Tan of x raised to 4 means what? Tan square x and whole bracket square plus 1. Put tan square x is equals to t. What's its derivative? 2 tan x into sec square x into dx is equals to dt. Now we'll change the limit. When the lower limit is 0, that is the t is x is equals to 0. Tan square 0 is a 0, therefore t is equals to 0. When x is equals to pi by 4, if we substitute x is equals to pi by 4, tan of pi by 4 is 1, 1 square is 1, and therefore upper limit is 1. Therefore this our integral I is equals to 0 to pi by 4, 2 tan x into sec square x into dx upon tan square x bracket square plus 1, that's equals to 0 to 1 dt upon t square plus 1. And what is the integral of this? This is the tan inverse of 0 to 1. And if we substitute tan and t is equals to 1 and t is equals to 0, tan inverse of 1 means pi by 4 and tan inverse of 0 is 0. And hence answer is I is equals to pi by 4. Now the next problem, that is integral I is equals to 0 to pi by 2 root of cos x into sine of x sine cube x dx. And this problem has two types of the limits. I had solved in two different ways. That is the first limit is 0 to pi by 2 and the second limit is 0 to 4 pi. In root of integral I is equals to integral 0 to 4 pi root of cos x into sine x cube dx. Now first we'll solve integral 0 to pi by 2. What's happened? Now see this here, sine cube x and sine cube x can be written as I is equals to integral, that is 0 to pi by 2 root of cos x into sine square x into sine x dx. Now we'll substitute here, that is sine square x can be written as 1 minus cos square x into sine x dx. 0 to pi by 2 root of x into 1 minus cos square x into sine x dx. Put cos of x is equals to t. What's its derivative? Minus sine of x into dx is equals to dt. But I had written sine of x into dx is equals to minus dt. Now we'll change the limit. When x is equals to 0, then cos of 0. Cos 0 is 1. Therefore t is equals to 1. When x is equals to pi by 2, what about the cos 90? Cos 90 is 0. Therefore, t is equals to 0. Therefore, our integral will become, that is the lower limit is 1, upper limit is 0, minus, here is a root t in bracket 1 minus t square into dt. Now evaluate this, absorb the negative sign by using the properties of the definite integration. 0 to 1 root t minus root t into root t square, that is a t raised to 5 by 2 into dt. What about the integral of root t? That is a t raised to 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2. It becomes 2 by 3 t raised to 3 by 2 minus 2 by 7 t raised to 7 by 2 0 to 1. Substitute t is equals to 1. Then you will get 2 by 3 minus 2 by 7 and make the cross multiplication, and then you will get 14 minus 6 upon 21. And hence the answer is I is equals to 8 upon 21. And in this case, I had taken the limits 0 to pi by 2. In second way, I had solved by using the limits 0 to 4 pi. You can take 2 pi also. Now see this here. Second part, or 0 to 4 pi. Root of cos x into sin of x bracket cube sin of x cube dx. Now again we will apply the property. This is the property from the definite integral. What was that property? That integral 0 to a f of x dx is equals to integral 0 to a f of a minus x dx. Where I am applying this property. Integral 0 to 4 pi in root of cos of 4 pi minus x into sin cube in bracket 4x minus x. What about the cos of root of 4 pi x? That becomes cos x. And sin cube of 4 pi minus x. It is again in the first quadrant, and sin cube of x remain as it is. Cos of 4 pi minus x will be again in the first quadrant, and therefore, this is 4 pi minus x, it will be in the fourth quadrant. Okay, in fourth quadrant cos is negative, therefore cos of 4 pi minus x will remain, that is the root of cos x. What about here? That is the sine of 4 pi minus x, it will be in the fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, sine is negative and the function will remain as it is, means what? Sine of x will remain sine x. But in fourth quadrant, sine has negative sign, therefore it is here the minus sign. That is the minus 0 to 4 pi root of cos x into sine cube x dx. And this is nothing but our minus r. Now see this here. We have started this by using this. And this is nothing but the minus I. And take this minus I to the left hand side. It becomes I plus I is 2i. 2i is equals to 0. Therefore I is equals to 0. And this is the answer for the second type. Now the next example, that is example number 5. I is equals to 0 to pi by 2 dx upon 5 plus 4 cos x. Now again here substitution, very standard substitution, tan of x by 2 is equals to t. Dx is equals to 2 dt upon 1 plus t square. What about the cos x? Cos x is 1 minus t square upon 1 plus t square. Now we'll change the limit. When x is equals to 0, put x is equals to 0. Tan 0 is 0. Tan 0 is 0, therefore t is equals to 0. When x is equals to pi by 2, that is a put x is equals to pi by 2, then you will get tan of pi by 2 upon 2. That is a tan of pi by 4. What's the value of tan of pi by 4? Is 1. T is equals to 1. Therefore, our new integral will become like this: 0 to 1. Lower limit is 0, upper limit is 1. What is the value of dx? Dx is equals to, the value of dx is equals to 2 dt upon 1 plus t square upon 5 plus 4 in bracket value of the cos x. What is the cos x? 1 minus t square upon 1 plus t square. Substitute here and simplify. Then you will get 2 0 to 1 dt upon, यानी याला मल्टीप्लाइड केलं तर काय मिळेल आपल्याला 5 in bracket 1 plus t square plus 4 in bracket 1 minus t square, and simplify it. That is a 2 integral 0 to 1 dt upon 5 plus 5t square plus 4 minus 4t square. Therefore 2 times 0 to 1 dt upon t square plus 9. That is a 5t square minus 4t square. You will get t square, 5 plus 4, that will be the 9. And therefore this integral of this is a tan inverse of t upon 3. 1 upon 3 tan inverse of t upon 3. That is a 2 by 3. Now substitute upper limit minus lower limit. T is replaced by 1 and t is replaced by 0. यामध्ये replace करणार. The first is tan inverse of 1 by 3 minus tan inverse of 0. But what is the value of tan inverse of 0? Tan inverse of 0 is a 0, and therefore that is the answer is 2 by 3 tan inverse of 1 upon 3. And hence the answer I is equals to 2 by 3 tan inverse of 1 upon 3. This type of examples are here. Now next question number 6. I is equals to 0 to pi by 4 cos x upon 4 sin square x into dx. Very simple example. By using the method of substitution, that is, put sin of x is equals to t. It's a derivative cos of x into dx is equals to dt. Now we'll change the limit. Lower limit is 0, upper limit is pi by 4. Put sine of 0, that is, replace x by 0. Sine 0 is equals to t, therefore t is equals to 0. And sine of pi by 4, that is 1 by root 2, that is the t is equals to 1 upon root 2. Therefore lower limit is 0 and upper limit is 1 by root 2. Now therefore integral I is equals to 0 to pi by 4 cos of x dx 4 minus sin square x dx. Therefore integral 0 to 1 upon root 2. What about here? Cos x into dx is equals to dt, that is the 4 minus t square. And therefore 4 can be written as 2 raised to 2 minus t square. And now it is of the form integral dx upon a square minus x square, which is 1 upon 2a log of mod of a plus x and a minus x. In a similar manner, this is also 1 upon 2a. A is 2. Log of 2 plus t, 2 minus t. Lower limit is 0, upper limit किती आहे? 1 by root 2 आहे. आणि t मध्ये आपण इथे या व्हॅल्यू सबस्टिट्यूट करणार. That is 1 by 4. 2 into 2, that is 4. 1 by 4 log of 2 plus 1 upon root 2 upon 1 minus 1 upon root 2. Lower limit is 0, that is the t is replaced by 0. What you will get? Log of 2 upon 2, that is 1. Log of 1 is 0. And overall I had written that is 1 by 4 log of, if you simplify this, then you will get 2 root 2 plus 1 upon 2 root 2 minus 1. And you will get I is equals to 1 by 4 log of 2 root 2 plus 1 upon 2 root 2 minus 1. And in this way, this is the answer. What about the next? Problem number 7. I is equals to 0 to pi by 2 cos x upon 1 plus sin x into 2 plus sin x. Again, very simple. Substitution is a sin x. Sin x is equals to t. Cos of x into dx is equals to dt. Change the limit. When x is equals to 0, sin 0 is 0, therefore t is equals to 0. When x is equals to pi by 2, t is equals to sin pi by 2, t is equals to 1. Lower limit is 0, upper limit is 1. Therefore dt upon t plus 1 into t plus 2. By partial fraction, you will get a upon t plus 1 plus b upon t plus 2, cross multiplication. And find out the values of a and b. A is equals to, for a, put t is equals to minus 1. If you substitute t is equals to minus 1, this b will be 0, therefore a is equals to 1. Put t is equals to minus 2. If you substitute t is equals to minus 2, this a will become 0, and this is minus b. Minus b is equals to 1, therefore b is equals to minus 1, and in this way, therefore I is equals to integral 0 to 1 in bracket 1 upon t plus 1 minus 1 upon t plus 2 dt. And what is the integral? That is the log of t plus 1 minus log of t plus 2. Lower limit is 0, upper limit is 1. Substitute it. Log of in bracket t plus 1 upon t plus 2, that is a 1 plus 1 upon 1 plus 2 minus log of 1 upon 2. That is 2 by 3, log of 2 by 3 minus log of 1 upon 2. And here is a subtraction between two logs. That is the log of m minus log of n. That is the log of m upon n. Therefore, it is a 2 by 3 upon 1 upon 2. And this is multiplied and reciprocal. This 2 into 2, that will become 4 upon 3. And hence, I is equals to 4 upon 3. Now, the problem number 8. I is equals to integral minus 1 to plus 1 dx of and a square into e square plus b square into e raised to minus x. Now again, this can be simplified in this manner. Integral minus 1 to plus 1 dx upon a square e square plus b square upon e square. That is the power of the e square is minus, therefore b square upon e square. And it is simplified like this. That is a square into e square plus b square upon e. And multiplied and reciprocally, it will become minus 1 to plus 1 e raised to x dx upon a square e raised to x bracket square plus b square. Now the substitution, put e raised to x is equals to t. Therefore, e raised to x into dx is equals to dt. When x is equals to minus 1, t is equals to e raised to minus 1. Therefore, t is equals to 1 upon e. When x is equals to 1, then you will get t is equals to e. Therefore, the lower limit is 1 upon e and upper limit is e, dt. What is here? A square t square plus b square. Take a square as common. प्रत्येकदा आपण या व्हेरिएबलचा कोएफिशिएंट काय करत असतो तर 1 करतो. We always make the 1 coefficient of t square. Therefore, it is a 1 upon a square. Lower limit is 1 upon e, upper limit is t. dt upon t square plus b square upon a square. What about its integral? It is of the form tan inverse. That is 1 upon a. What is a here? B upon a. Tan inverse of t upon a, b upon a. Bracket complete 1 upon e. Lower limit, upper limit is e. Substitute upper limit minus lower limit. That is, this a will get cancelled. You will get 1 upon e b tan inverse of e upon b upon a minus tan inverse of 1 upon e upon b upon a. We simplify it. Then you will get 1 upon AB tan inverse of AE upon B minus tan inverse of A upon B. And hence your answer is 1 upon AB tan inverse of AE upon B minus tan inverse of A upon BE. In this way, this is the final answer. Problem number 9. Integral 0 to pi dx upon 3 plus 2 sin x plus cos x. And here substitution. Tan of x by 2 is equals to t. Therefore, dx is equals to 2 dt upon 1 plus t square. That is that x is equals to 2 tan inverse of t. And therefore, the value of sin x is 2t upon 1 plus t square. What about the cos x? 1 minus t square upon 1 plus t square. A basic formula is it. प्रत्येकदा tan of x by 2 is equals to t घेतल्यानंतर या गोष्टी तुम्हाला लक्षातच ठेवायच्या. What about the limits? Lower limit is 0, upper limit is pi. Put x is equals to 0, then t is equals to 0. इथे इथं substitute केला x is equals to 0. That is the tan 0 is 0, therefore t is equals to 0. When x is equals to, what about the upper limit pi? That is the tan of, here is a pi by 2. What about the tan of pi by 2? Tan 90 is infinity, therefore t is equals to infinity. Therefore our integral becomes, that is a 0 to infinity. 0 to infinity, what is here? 3 plus 2 sin x plus cos x. Substitute the value of 3 plus 2, the value of sin x, value of cos x, value of dx. And simplify this. What is LCM? LCM is 1 plus t square. That is a 3 into 1 plus t square plus 4t and plus 1 minus t square. 1 plus t square from the numerator and denominator get cancelled. And then you will get, that is the integral 0 to infinity 2 dt, 3 plus 3t square, 4t, 1 minus t square. Simplify it, that is a 2, 0 to infinity dt upon, that is a 2t square plus 4t plus 4. Take 2 as common. 2 upon 2, 0 to infinity dt upon t square plus 2t plus 1. Now again this is the perfect square. If we take 1 from these two, that is a t square plus 2t plus 1 plus 1. T square plus 2t plus 1 means what? T plus 1 bracket square plus 1. That is a, again this is a tan inverse form, that is a 1 upon a. What is a here? 1. 1 upon 1 tan inverse of t plus 1 upon 1. Lower limit is 0, upper limit is infinity. Replace t by infinity. Tan inverse of infinity plus 1 means what? Infinity. And the tan inverse of 0. Tan inverse of, if we substitute t is equals to 0, then you will get, that is a tan inverse of 1. And then what is the tan inverse of 1 is a pi by 4. Pi by 2 minus pi by 4. Then you will get I is equals to pi by 4. Now the 10th problem. I is equals to integral 0 to pi by 4 sec square sec x raised to 4 dx. Now this can be written as sec square x into sec square x dx. Again sec square x can be written as 0 to pi by 4 1 plus tan square x dx into sec square x dx. Put tan of x is equals to t. Then sec square x into dx is equals to dt. Now the limits. When x is equals to 0, put x is equals to 0, t is equals to 0. When x is equals to pi by 4, t is equals to 1. And therefore the integral changes. I is equals to 0 to pi by 4 1 plus tan square x sec square x dx. 0 to 1 in bracket 1 plus t square dt. Now integrate this. The integral of t is 1 is t and t square is a t cube upon 3 0 to 1. Now upper limit minus lower limit. Upper limit is 1, lower limit is 0. Therefore 1 plus 1 upon 3 minus 0. We substitute t is equals to 1, 1. T is equals to 1. T cube is 1, 1 upon 3. Lower limit is 0. Therefore this whole term will become 0. Therefore 1 plus 1 upon 3, that is nothing but the 4 upon 3. Therefore I is equals to 4 upon 3. Now the next problem, very important problem. I is equals to 0 to 1 in under root of 1 minus, in root of 1 minus x upon 1 plus x dx. That I is equals to, okay. Now we'll have this substitution. Put x is equals to cos theta. and explain all these type of this substitution in the previous exercise. That is, put x is equals to cos theta, therefore dx is equals to minus sin theta into d theta. What about the limit? When the lower limit x is equals to 0, if we substitute x is equals to 0, cos of theta is equals to 0, therefore theta is pi by 2. When x is equals to 1, cos of theta is 1, theta is equals to 0. Therefore, our integral become I is equals to 0 to 1 in root of 1 minus x upon 1 plus x dx is equals to pi by 2 to 0 in root of 1 minus cos x upon 1 plus cos x into minus sin x into dx. Now evaluate this bracket, that is minus the lower limit is pi by 2, upper limit is 0. That is 1 minus cos theta, which is 2 sin square theta by 2 upon 2 cos square theta by 2. What about the sin theta? Sin theta is a 2 sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2. Now square and root get cancelled, 2 get cancelled, minus 2. Pi by 2 to 0, sin of theta by 2 upon cos of theta by 2. Sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2. This cos theta by 2, cos theta by 2 get cancelled. And again minus 2, pi by 2 to 0, sin square theta by 2 into d theta. Now minus integral pi by 2 to 0, 2 sin square theta by 2 into d theta. But again by using the formulas from the trigonometry from the 11th standard, you have learned this type of the formulas. That is the 2 sin square theta is nothing but the 1 minus cos theta into d theta. What is the integral of 1? One integral of 1 is theta, and the integral of cos theta is sin theta. Lower limit was pi by 2 and the upper limit is 0. But we have taken there minus to plus. Therefore, the limits have changed. That is, lower limit goes to upper limit and upper limit goes to the lower limit. Therefore, that is the plus theta minus sin theta. Lower limit is 0, upper limit is pi by 2. Now substitute upper limit minus lower limit. That is pi by 2 minus sin of pi by 2 minus 0, 0. Therefore, 1 pi by 2. What about the sin pi by 2 is 1. Therefore, I is equals to pi by 2 minus 1. Now the next problem. That is the problem number. Now the problem number 12. I is equals to integral 0 to pi sin cube x in bracket 1 plus 2 cos x. Bracket 1 plus cos x bracket square into dx. Now again this can be written as integral 0 to pi sin square x. But here is a cube. Where is sin x? Here is a sin x. In bracket 1 plus 2 cos x in bracket 1 plus cos x bracket square into sin x dx. Now this sin square x can be written as, that is 1 minus cos square x into 1 plus 2 cos x into 1 plus cos x bracket square into sin x dx. Put cos of x is equals to t. What about its derivative? Minus sin x into dx is equals to dt. Therefore, sin x into dx is equals to minus dt. When x is equals to 0, t is equals to 1. Okay. When x is equals to pi, t is equals to minus pi. And therefore, our integral become, that is 1 to minus 1. Lower limit is 1 and upper limit is a minus 1. Therefore, 1 to minus 1, 1 minus t square. In next bracket, 1 plus 2t, 1 plus t bracket square minus dt. And see this here, all these terms. Evaluate this multiplication of first these two terms. That is 1 minus t square into 1 plus 2t. That is a t, 1, 2t minus t square minus 2t cube. And what about the 1 plus t square? It's whole bracket square. That is a t plus 2t plus t square into dt. Again, the multiplication of these two brackets. It's a very long term. You can perform this type of the multiplication. And overall, you are getting that is 1 plus 4t plus 4t square minus 2t cube minus 5t raised to 4 minus 2t raised to 5 dt. Integrate this. Then you will get minus t 2t square plus 4 upon 3t cube minus t raised to 4 upon 2 minus t raised to 5 minus t raised to 6 upon 3. Lower limit is 1, upper limit is minus 1. Substitute upper limit and minus lower limit, and overall you will get the answer. It's, that is I is equals to 8 upon 3. Now the problem number 13. I is equals to 0 to pi by 2 sin 2x tan inverse of sin x dx. Now again this can be written as 0 to pi by 2 tan inverse of sin x. What about the sin 2x? 2 sin x into cos x. Put sin x is equals to t. that is the cos of x into dx is equals to dt. Change the limit पण आपण change करणार त्यामध्ये. When x is equals to 0, when x is equals to 0, t is equals to 0. When x is equals to pi by 2, sin of pi by 2 is equals to 2, t is equals to 1. Therefore, lower limit is 0, upper limit is 1. Therefore, I is equals to 0 to pi by 2 tan inverse of sin x, 2 sin x into cos x. And therefore, our integral become, that is a 0 to 1. Tan inverse of t, okay, 2t into dt. Now, again by the parts, but first of all, the first is inverse and then algebraic. Tan inverse of t is an inverse and 2t is algebraic. Then by parts, first function, that is the tan inverse of t, integral of 2 dt into dt, lower limit is 0, upper limit is 1, minus integral 0 to 1, derivative of ddt of tan inverse of t, integral of 2 dt into dt, bracket complete into dt. What about the integral of 2t? Integral of 2t is a t square upon 2, that the 2 to get cancelled and you will get t square. And lower limit is 0, upper limit is 1, minus, what about here? The derivative of tan inverse of t किती आला तर 1 upon 1 plus t square. Integral of 2t, that is the t square upon 2. That 2 to get cancelled, you will get t square into dt. Now what about here? Adjust here, t square plus 1 minus 1. T square plus 1 upon 1 plus t square, that you will get 1 minus 1 upon 1 plus t square, whole bracket complete into dt. Tan inverse of 1, tan inverse of 1 is a pi by 4 and there is 0. Integral 0 to 1. What about t square plus 1 upon 1 plus t square is 1 minus 1 upon 1 plus t square, bracket complete into dt. What about the integral of 1? Integral of 1 is t minus tan inverse of t, 0 to 1. Lower limit is 0 and upper limit is 1. Substitute upper limit minus lower limit. That is 1 minus tan inverse of 1 minus 0 minus tan inverse of 0. That is the pi by 4 minus 1 plus tan inverse of pi by, tan inverse of 1 means what? Pi by 4. Now pi by 4 plus pi by 4, that is the pi by 2 minus 1, and hence I is equals to pi by 2 minus 1. Now the next problem. Integral, lower limit is 1 by root 2, upper limit is 1. E raised to cos inverse of x into sin inverse of x upon in under root of 1 minus x square dx. Now put sin inverse of x is equals to t. How to decide what is the substitution that we have learned in the chapter number 3. Now sin inverse of x is equals to t and it's a derivative 1 upon in under root of 1 minus x square into dx is equals to dt. What about the x? X is equals to sin t. हे आपण लर्न केलेलं आहे की इथे कोणत्या प्रकारची सबस्टिट्यूशन घेणार, काय करणार, हे सगळं मी डिटेलमध्ये त्यावेळेस शिकवलेलं आहे. की तिथे फंक्शन पण असतो, त्याचा डेरिव्हेटिव्ह पण असतो. आता फंक्शन इथे काय तर sin inverse of x म्हणून त्याचा डेरिव्हेटिव्ह किती आला तर 1 upon in under root of 1 minus x square. When x is equals to 1 upon root 2, substitute sin inverse of 1 upon root 2 and just correct t is equals to pi by 4. When x is equals to 1, sin inverse of 1, then the t is equals to pi by 2. Also, e raised to cos inverse of x, e is equals to cos inverse of x. That is the cos inverse of, in bracket, what is the value of x? X is sin t. Now again, this sin t can be written as cos of pi by 2 minus t. Very interesting this. Therefore, you will get cos inverse of cos of pi by 2 minus t. And that will be nothing but the pi by 2 minus t. Therefore, it is a e raised to pi by 2 minus t. That is e raised to pi by 2 into e raised to minus t. Therefore, whole integral I is equals to 1 upon root 2, lower limit, upper limit is 1. E raised to cos inverse of x into sin inverse of x upon in under root of 1 minus x square into dx is equals to pi by 4 to pi by 2. E raised to pi by 2 into e raised to minus t into t into dt. Take the e raised to pi by 2 as a common. And the lower limit is pi by 4, upper limit is pi by 2, t into e raised to minus t into dt. Again by Liet, the order is algebraic and the exponential. First is algebraic, first by parts now. First function into integral of the second minus integral derivative of the first into integral of the second. What's the integral of e raised to minus t? Minus e raised to minus t. Lower limit is pi by 4, upper limit is pi by 2. Minus. Now here is. Now e raised to pi by 2 here. I had multiplied here. What about here? Derivative of t is 1. What is the integral of e raised to minus t? Minus e raised to minus t. And derivative of t is 1. Therefore, find out only the integral of e raised to minus t. and that will become plus e raised to minus t. Lower limit is pi by 4, upper limit is pi by 2 into this pi by 2 is here. Now substitute here again upper limit and lower limit, then you will get e raised to pi by 2 minus pi by 2 e raised to minus pi by 2 plus pi by 4 e raised to minus pi by 4. आपण इथे काय केले की अपर लिमिटची व्हॅल्यू सबस्टिट्यूट केली यामध्ये मायनस लोअर लिमिट केलं. ओके, मायनस e raised to minus t, upper limit is pi by 2, lower limit is pi by 4. After substituting you will get this total frame. ही सगळी फ्रेम तुम्हाला मिळेल. तुम्ही यासाठी प्रॅक्टिसच करावं लागणार तुम्हाला. That is minus pi by 2 e raised to pi by 2 into e raised to minus pi by 2 multiplied with this pi by 2. Pi by 4 e raised to pi by 2, again e raised to minus pi by 4 minus. Again upper limit minus lower limit, e raised to minus pi by 2 minus e raised to minus pi by 4 into e raised to pi by 2. Therefore e raised to plus pi by 2 minus pi by 2, that will become 0. That is minus pi by 2 e raised to 0, pi by 4. E raised to pi by 2 minus pi by 4 e raised to pi by 4 minus. What about here? E raised to plus pi by 2 minus pi by 2 e raised to 0. What about here? E raised to minus pi by 4 e raised to pi by 2. Then you will get e raised to pi by 4. फार फास्ट पण नाही आहे, स्लो पण नाही आहे, पण जेव्हा तुम्हाला फुल इंटिग्रेशन चॅप्टर नंबर 3 जमेल तेव्हाच तुमची फुल कमांड त्या चॅप्टर वरती येणार आहे. मात्र त्यासाठी फुल प्रॅक्टिस लागणार आहे. नाउ द व्हॉट इज द व्हॅल्यू? इज द minus pi by 2. e raised to 0 ची व्हॅल्यू किती आहे? 1 आहे. Therefore here is the minus pi by 2, pi by 4 e raised to pi by 4 minus e raised to 0, e raised to again minus pi by 4 plus pi by 2. It will become e raised to pi by 4, and therefore you will get that is the minus pi by 2. What about the value of e raised to 0? E raised to 0 is 1. Therefore minus pi by 2 minus 1, and here is a pi by 4 e raised to pi by 4. Minus minus will become plus e raised to pi by 4. Take e raised to pi by 4 as a common, then you will get e raised to pi by 4 in bracket pi by 4 plus 1 minus. Take minus sign as a common, and hence you will get the minus pi by 2 plus 1, and this is the final answer. या सर्वांसाठी तुम्हाला मात्र फुल प्रॅक्टिस करणं हाच त्या पाठीमागे उद्देश आहे. तुम्ही जास्तीत जास्त जेवढी प्रॅक्टिस कराल तेव्हा तुमची त्या प्रॉब्लेम्स वर कमांड येणार आहे. नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लेम, I is equals to integral 1 to 3 cos of log x upon x dx. Very simple problem. That is put log of x is equals to t. त्याचा डेरिव्हेटिव्ह किती आला तर 1 upon x dx into dt. लिमिट्स पण घ्यायचे. When lower limit is 1, that is x is equals to 1. That t is equals to log of 1, that is equals to 0. When upper limit, what about the upper limit? Upper limit is 3. Put t is equals to 3. X is equals to 3. T is equals to log 3. T is equals to log 3. Therefore, our integral become I is equals to 1 to 3 cos of log x upon x is equals to 0 to log of 3 cos t into dt. What is the integral of cos t? It's a sin t, 0 to log 3. Substitute upper limit minus lower limit. That is sin of log 3 minus sin 0. And hence the answer is I is equals to sin of log 3. And in this way, I had completed the question number 2. निश्चितच तुम्हाला मी एक्सप्लेन केलेली प्रॉब्लेम समजलेली असतील. कदाचित कोणी म्हणेल की फास्ट झाली, कोणी म्हणेल लो झाली, but this is my speed. Now we'll see again in the next video. Till then, goodbye.